Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life, and we got a big breaking story here. Members, you guys are already aware of this. This is already old news to you. If you'd like to join that membership, a link to that will be in the description down below, so you guys can check that out. My source was spot on. The What you're seeing on screen is from Roger Etner on X. I will leave a link to his X profile in the description so you guys could check it out. So this is what you're seeing. The actual text on screen is a translation from a German news outlet that got the scoop on this. So this is a big one. So this is T-Mobile effectively getting into fiber. Members, you guys already know, I was told this a few days back. This is a partnership. Although it does seem a bit more aggressive, it's still a capital light model, but it does seem a bit more aggressive versus just the wholesale leasing that I was told. So the change in strategy is happening, but it is just a little bit different versus the info that I got. So T-Mobile USA is about to change strategy. The management of the company, which has previously focused solely on mobile communications, is about to decide to build its own fiber optic network. Again, I was told they would get in a JV partnership and lease back the fiber that company builds, but it sounds a bit different. So Handelsblatt is a German outlet. Learned this from several sources at Deutsche Telekom who are directly or indirectly involved in the decision. A joint venture with partner Lumos Networks is planned, in which T-Mobile wants to invest at least $1 billion. At times, a higher amount is said to have been considered, which is very reasonable right now for T-Mobile. Even in a capital light construct for fiber, they can still do maybe like 2 to 3 billion out of the annual capex and be fine. Even if they have to raise the capex a bit, they have the free cash flow to back that up. Let's say their annual rate of capital allocation is still set 9 to 10 billion, right? They take $1 billion to $2 billion out of that. They put it into fiber. Let's just say that's the current agreement, right? They already have 2.5 at scale. They already invested a ton of, up to this date, they invested about 47 billion back into the wireless network. It's performing great. Do they still have gaps? Yes, they're fixing that. But, so hear me out on this. Even if, let's say they need to go 11 to 12 billion or between 10 to 12 billion, they can do so. They have the free cash flow to make that happen if they so choose to. But, right, they don't want this to be a surprise to the street. So they will signal this to be capital light. They will likely, for at least the first few years, keep capex at the 9 to 10 billion, right? And that's probably what they use next year, because this year they're going to come in a bit lighter on capex, 8.4 to 9.6 or 8.6 to 9.4. I can't remember much. But next year, they will probably push to the market for next year's guidance and say, hey, look, we're going to be at the 9 to 10 billion, which is right around where we were going to be. And we're going to use $1 billion to $2 billion for fiber directly to build our own fiber. So they will have to signal that to the market. The street doesn't like surprises. So they will have to, now that it's pretty much leaked and somebody got the scoop, I got the scoop first, members, you guys that follow the membership, it's out now, it's public. And of course it's not official until T-Mobile USA officially announces, but a big play here is in works. This is a big shift in T-Mobile strategy. Even though it's capital light, it doesn't matter. It's still a step in the right direction. They clearly want to get into the fiber business. I don't want to say they're tapped out in mobile. And you guys have heard me talk about that before. They're very successful on mobile. There's only so much more to get. They're going to get to 20% share in small market and rural areas. They will get to 20% share on the enterprise, the small business segment as well. The next step is fair share. Once you get to fair share and your margins are looking better, you got to eventually pivot. T-Mobile tried TV. That didn't work out. You guys are aware of that. T-Vision did not work out. They ended that really quick. So now the next natural progression just sounds to be, it sounds like it's fiber. It's fiber. Now, keep in mind, right? I want to make this clear. This is fiber to the home, not fiber to the cell just yet. That will be something that T-Mobile will have to signal at a later time, because once you do fiber to the cell, that's its own separate capital investment. You got to trench, you got to hire contractors. So eventually, right, this is just me speculating now, just throwing it out there. Once they get enough of a fiber footprint for fiber to the home, and they start having a lot of fiber trenched along neighborhoods and roads, and that fiber is now closer to the two cell sites, then eventually they might invest to just say, look, we're just going to hook up our own fiber to the cell now, once there's enough of our own fiber deployed in any given city and neighborhood. But I still say that's a future project. I think for now, the priority is to focus on fiber to the home and to really scale that as quickly as they possibly can. So make sure you guys stay tuned. This is a strategic investment. This is a long-term investment now. This is not just short-term. We're doing $1 billion here, $1 billion there. No, this is a longer-term investment for the company. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Like, share, subscribe if you're new. Follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. See y'all in the next one. Peace.